I just wanted to kind of give an update on things. So for the past week, I've kind of been a little bit, missing from here about a week and a half. The main reason being is, for one, and I made this video almost 3 times because every time I recorded it on my phone, I guess the storage space was pretty much gone suddenly on the app, so I had to re-record it and do it again here. Anyway, we've just been doing a lot, it was, a week that I was really trying to focus on my daughters, and then last week from Wednesday up until basically the end of the weekend, my oldest daughter, Gia, was sick with a stomach bug, so there was a lot of her staying home, and then they had 2 days off of school because it was the summer vacation. So the whole weekend was, spending time with them, taking walks. I took them to a kids cafe one time to kind of get their energy out, and they just weren't feeling. So anyway, on top of that, there's just been a lot of investigations I've had to go to, and we're actually looking for a 2-bedroom apartment, not like an apartment, but like a bigger place that is a 2-bedroom that we can, get before the court date to kind of show that we have one. Anyway, so basically, I know they're about to fight, that's why I keep looking over. Anyway, so basically we're looking for, I had to go to a couple realtors today. We're looking to transfer the deposit money from this apartment over to another apartment. Because right now we're staying in quite a small place. For us it's fine, but if we want the baby to come back to where we live, we, obviously need to show a place that we have to support the baby, and have a room ready for them, or him, I mean. So we're looking for something, with at least another room that has a door, or a 2-bedroom is something I found today for the same price as this one. And if we're going to be staying in, like where we're staying now, which would be considered like a studio office style, but it's like a 1.5 room, we might as well just be spending the same amount of money on a 2-room, Not only that, it's a bit closer to the girls' school, and we can kind of figure things out from there. Moving on to the point of what I kind of want to make this video about. So if you are someone who is wanting to file any kind of report against someone, because I did say I kind of wanted these videos to be beneficial to other people, to kind of help you guys navigate, because I'm still figuring out how to navigate the justice system here as a foreigner. Not only that, but it, just to give you an idea what you have, a heads up on what you're going to be dealing with. So if you are someone who has an abuse case that happened in another city, like for example, say you lived in one city and you moved to another city and someone had abused you, or any kind of civil complaint, I'm pretty sure any criminal case against someone, I don't know, just giving examples here, so correct me if I'm wrong, identity theft, abuse, slander, you can file it in the city that you live in, and they can, if you moved, you can file it in the city you live in. They can take your statement there, and then they would transfer it over to the old city. How that works is if you are the victim in the situation, or you are the one accusing the other person, they have to be able to let you give your statement in the city that you currently live in, from what I understand. So you would basically go give your statement, they would send it back to the old police station of the area where you lived in at that time, and then they would transfer it to the prosecutor's office if they found. Okay, sorry about that. So anyway, for example, I lived in another city. Today I went to the police station and I asked to file a civil suit, and they will have me come into the police station later this week, and they'll have a translator there. And after that case is done, it will get sent back to the area I lived in before for that police station. They'll finish up the report and choose to send it to the prosecutor's office or not. So if you're someone who, has had something happen to you that you want to file a civil complaint for, whether it be abuse or something else that would file under, would be under a civil, kind of complaint, then you should be able, to still do that, even if you move cities and you're too far away. So if that's something that's stopping you, or you're afraid that you'll have to drive really far back to where you used to live, go ahead and try to do it at your local police station. Now, on the other hand, if you're someone who had one filed against you, my voice is weird today, sorry. One that's filed against you, you would have to actually go back to that police station to give your statement, because they will not give you the luxury, I don't want to say luxury, but they won't give you the benefit of the doubt to do it where you currently live, because you're not the victim in the situation. You are the accused, not the accuser. So keep that in mind. If you happen to think that someone will file something against you, you may have to make a trip over to your old city. Anyway, sorry for the out of breath, me being out of breath. I made this video 2 times and I did it on my phone and it kept like deleting before I posted it, so I'm just making it again. Oh, and there we go again, my charger. 1 second. Anyway, so on a positive note, I've seen a lot of people tag the famous Korean TikTok lawyer, in the comments, and they kept kind of getting agitated that they thought he wasn't replying. I will tag him down below just so you guys know who I'm mentioning here. He did reach out to me about a week ago, and then apparently the court was really busy, so he reached back out to me this week, or late last week around Friday, and he did represent me over the phone to call the police station, and 1 second, my voice. Okay. Anyway, he did represent me on the phone to the police station and talk to them about the lawsuit that apparently I have to deal with, and just kind of represented me on the phone, and then he said he will kind of keep up with the case and let me know if there's any further problems, and we talked on it, and he gave me some advice about the actual case that I'm dealing with, which I won't mention here right now, just because I really want to focus, I've done all I can to warn others and explain the situation with my child so that others don't have that happen to them, but I really want to use this account to focus on further cases and how to kind of navigate the system and the injustices that can happen within the system. So I just want to let you all know that he did reach out. He was very kind, very helpful, and he kind of made me understand the case that I'm going through right now a lot better than I did before. But other than that, it's just been a really, stressful, not stressful, but just a lot stress and anxiety, with the court case coming up about my son. Yesterday, I remember I called my grandmother back home. I was just sitting there and I was going through, realtors, and I was thinking about everything I gotta get ready before next month's court case, and this side of my face, from like here and here, and all of here, especially here, was completely numb. And like I could move my lip up here, like smile like this, but this side would not go up at all. And in the morning when I woke up, it was still a little bit that way, but it's a bit better now. I had to do this to move this side of my face like this. I couldn't actually move it upward, and I couldn't feel anything both inside and outside of my cheek area, and my eye felt a little bit heavy, so I was actually kind of worried that I might be having, like a mini stroke, something like that. Thankfully, it did kind of subside. It did kind of subside once I woke up today. It was still kind of numb here and here, but now it's gone away. So I am going to keep an eye on that. I have, a doctor's appointment tomorrow to kind of make sure I'm healthy and everything's going well. I just think it's stress related, honestly, with everything going on. Another thing that I mentioned in the video I recorded a few minutes ago that got deleted, and I'll make a whole separate video about this. I know I keep saying I will, but it's just been very busy, is thank you so much for everyone who, donated to the GoFundMe account. It has not only helped with my last lawyer bill I had, it helped with some of rent from last month, and it helped a little bit with half of my utilities. So my grandmother back home is sending, support very often. She's doing her best to keep us afloat and to keep us, okay in this situation until I figure out what I will be doing soon, with location of apartment and such, and a new company. But that's a lot on her too, and it just felt so much, it felt like a lot of relief off of my shoulders as well as her shoulders too. So I just want to say thank you. I also, saw everyone's emails, people who were Christian as well reaching out with scripture, being so kind. And this video is almost over, so I will make a separate one about that, but I just want to say I'm not ignoring you all, and I appreciate it a lot. So thank you so much, and I think I'm going to have to make another video. Sorry to kind of jam this all in one video.